Gratitude by Brandon Lake. It's kind of cool. I saw there's a Brandon Lake podcast, or not Brandon Lake podcast, but he was on this other YouTubers podcast recently. So I got to check out that video. But yeah, because it's not a lot of times you hear from a worship artist for like over an hour on a podcast. So there could be a lot of good things to hear from the horse's mouth, of the songs that we sing. But yeah, once again, it's in B originally, but we do it in D. So I will go to D and kind of cool backstory. This song, studio wise, is like the live version, but I noticed when I was splitting the stems just to get all the different parts, right? The vocals, the drums, bass, and then guitars and keys separated so that I could send it to the team. I realized there are no drums in the studio version, which could be very confusing if that's the song you reference for your team. So if you are going to do this song, I definitely recommend doing the live version, simply because from what I could tell, the whole song is the same in the live version and the studio version. There could be obviously little things in the studio version that, you're not going to hear if there's orchestration or just different, electronic kind of key elements. But for the most part, the song form is exactly the same. If you put the waveforms together and just put them side by side, they look exactly the same. But the cool thing is they go into this cool ending, which we'll probably listen to it just because I think it's that good to listen to. But yeah, I literally had to change the version on our planning center from the studio version to the live version because of this reason, because I just knew there was no drums. It also is a waltz. So, if you're into songs in 6 or 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is obviously a good song to do that with. Kind of hard to transition in and out of, though, if you're trying to connect it, even if they're in the same key. You got to be mindful that if the timing, the clicks, all that stuff don't match up, it could be confusing for the team. But yeah, pretty straightforward. I did like the way in the live version, Brandon did do his falsetto stuff, which is cool, really echoey, and it just builds the dynamics of like the bridge. But the main thing to me was this outro. And it's very simple. It's a very quick little change to the song in general. Reminds me of something like the Beatles would do. Sometimes when you take what normally is a major chord and make it minor, or play the major chord and then make it minor, it just adds this little change that, it's like, we don't usually hear that. And it doesn't really fit in the harmonized major scale, what we would normally do with the number system, but it still works, and you can still communicate those changes to the team, even with the number system. So yeah, we're going to take a listen to it, but simply it's 1, like the bridge, right? It goes 1, 5, 4, and then 1, 5. Well, the outro is just 1, 5 minor, 4, 4 minor. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of listen to it, because once again, it's just that good. Now this is in the key of D. It's gonna sound a little, well, you know what? I'm gonna go back to B, because I just don't want it to sound too chipmunky. We don't need to listen to chipmunks. So yeah, the waveform. So like this waveform right here, they both end right there, right? And it literally looks the same.
And I know it's not much, but I've nothing else fit for a king.
So remember, that's a major. It's a happy chord. 4 major to 4 minor. Very cool. And then they just build it. And you wouldn't think that certain vocals would work over it, but they go into the bridge. You know, he's singing the chorus, I believe. Yeah, he's singing the chorus.